In spring 2020, the coronavirus pandemic caused a lot of higher education institutions to pass to the online learning mode. So a personal and research worry that immediately occupied my mind was, how can we help face-to-face university teachers adapt to the online teaching and learning environments? In other words, what is the pedagogical content knowledge university teachers must know in order to become, from one day to another, online teachers? This research question led me to identify 4 persons with an extended experience in online teaching and the design of online learning environments. Each expert had significant experience in projects all around the world, including the Global South. 3 of them are currently teaching in face-to-face universities and 1 of them at a distance university. Using the expert interview method, each identified expert replied to 5 questions, the same ones, which then allowed for a comparative analysis of the answers. In this presentation, I will only focus on the experts' answers to the second question: what makes online teaching and learning successful? Successful online learning means learning socially. Learning is a social phenomenon, and online learning provides several opportunities for learners to interact and collaborate with each other. This can be done in several forms, either asynchronously, for example through group assignments, but also synchronously, meaning that the teacher does not talk alone during a video conference session, but tries to engage students, allow space and place for the voices to be heard, for example through peer assessment exercises or through peer teaching. Successful online learning also entails a careful planning of the activities and tasks learners will engage with, as well as continuous communication between the teacher and the learners regarding what works well and what needs to be reconfigured. Allowing learners to be co-designers of the learning experience is an essential aspect, also because it contributes in their self-regulation. Focusing more on the self-regulation aspect of online learning, online pedagogy should be agile, promoting flexibility and customization of the curriculum and its goals, as well as engaging, focusing on the active participation of learners in the learning process, for example through the creation of portfolios or through the creation of content for the peers and the wider public. Preparation of the course and its activities and learners' enhanced interaction and participation, there lies learners' preparation. Teachers must make sure that since the beginning, learners are well aware of the course content, structure and assignments, as well as the course's expectations. Also, teachers must make sure that accessibility to the course's materials and resources is guaranteed for all learners. For example, we cannot expect that learners read online a 30-page document, while most probably they won't have access to printing facilities. Overall, the article published in Elsevier's Post-Digital Science and Education Journal contributes in our better understanding of teaching presence in online learning environments designed under emergency situations or not. This presence has at least 3 main dimensions: a cognitive presence, focusing on how teachers take into consideration learners' preparedness to participate in the online learning experiences. Are the activities designed in ways that take into account learners' level of ability and self-regulation? A social presence, referring to the social communication channels that teachers must open to maintain and possibly enhance the lost face-to-face spontaneous student-student and student-teacher interaction. And a facilitator presence with synchronous instruction, allowed place and space for dialogic teaching, listening to students' voices and devoting materials and resources. At the same time, the selection of tools for synchronous interaction, as well as the creation of opportunities for learners to interact with rich media, must take available bandwidth into consideration. Moreover, this triple teaching presence expands over all aspects of the learning activity, including tools, activities, and learning context. For more information, you can access the full text of the article on this link.